Most people my age look at $500,000 price tag in Tempe and think, I'm renting forever. But what if I told you that the math actually says it's cheaper to own this $500K house than it is to rent a one-bedroom apartment at West 6 or cul-de-sac? Today, we're talking about the Tempe house hack. So I'm going to be showing you the exact 2026 numbers on how you can buy a 4-bedroom home, move your friends in, and then have them pay roughly 80% to 100% of your mortgage. No fluff, no get rich quick, just the actual strategy, ownership strategy for the East Valley. So why are we specifically looking at Tempe? Well, there's 3 reasons. Number 1, the demand. So we have 70,000 plus students at ASU in the tech corridor on Rio Salado. People always need a place to live here. Number 2 is the zoning. Tempe has become more friendly toward ADUs, so guest houses. This is giving you even more ways to add income later. And then lastly is going to be inventory. So unlike cities like Gilbert or Chandler, Tempe is full of 1970s ranch homes with 4 bedrooms and no HOA. That is the house hacking sweet spot. Let's look at a real scenario. So you find a clean, say 4-bed, 2-bath home in South Tempe for $515K. Here's going to be the breakdown. So the loan is you're going to be using a FHA loan, so that's going to be 3.5% down. Not 20%, 3.5% down. The cash needed, so that's going to be $18,000 as your down payment, plus $10,000 as your closing cost that's estimated. Your total is going to be $28,000. The mortgage, we're going to say 6.5 interest rate. That's going to be your total monthly payment. So PITI is going to be principal, interest, taxes, insurance, which is going to be your and PMI all rounded together. So when you combine all those factors, your payment's going to be around $3,650. That sounds scary, right? But $3,650 a month is a massive check to write. But as a strategist, we don't look at the gross costs. We look at the net cost. In Tempe right now, a decent room in a shared house rents for about $950 to $1,050. Let's say you live in the master, you rent out the other 3 rooms at $950 each. Your total income is going to be $2,850. So your net monthly cost is going to be $800. Think about that. You're living in a house you own 10 minutes from Mill Avenue for $800 a month. You can't even find a studio apartment in, say, Apache Junction for $800 anymore. Now, so here's where this turns into wealth. Most people do this for 12 months. That's the FHA requirement to live in the home. And then after a year, you can move out, buy your next place, and rent out your old room for another $1,000. So now that property is bringing in $3,850 in rent against $3,650 payment, it's paying for itself, paying down your debt, and you're capturing the 2 to 3% appreciation we see in the Phoenix market. That is how you stop being a consumer and start being an owner. Now, is this going to be all easy? No. You're a landlord now, so you're going to have to manage roommates. You're going to be responsible for the AC that when it dies in July. But if you're a young professional and in your 20s, this is the single fastest way to change the financial trajectory in Arizona. If you want to see the house hack spreadsheet I use for these numbers, or if you want a list of the no HOA 4-bedroom homes currently for sale in Tempe, just DM me or comment strategy and I'll send it over to you. Feel free to check out my Instagram, DM me on Instagram there or TikTok. I can also get that list over to you as well. My name is Michael Zarich. I'm an Arizona ownership strategist, especially for people who are in their 20s and 30s. Don't just buy a house, buy an asset. See you in the next one.